The McLaren GT3 racing wheel by Fanatec is one of the most popular racing wheel in its class. Now paired up with the CSL Elite wheelbase, and you're looking at one of the best ways to take your sim racing obsession to a whole new level. Although this is an entry-level product in Fanatec's lineup, but it's not cheap by any means. Fortunately in this case, all the extra cash that you spend gives you an experience that you might not get for less money. So since this is a replica of the McLaren GT3 wheel, you have a ton of buttons and switches to play around with. They even include extra setup buttons to suit your setup. The magnetic shifter paddles has a good amount of resistance and satisfying tactile feedback. Right below that you have a couple of analog paddles. Ideally it's going to be a clutch for GT3 or Formula 1 cars. And yes, you can set the bite point just like in the real one. The quick release system now doesn't need a tool unlike the previous one, and in my opinion, this combo of steering wheel and wheelbase is a pretty good one to start with if you race with GT3 or Formula 1 cars. But if you do any type of drifting, you'll definitely need a normal steering wheel, and for that, you can go with the regular CSL Elite bundle. I am not a professional racing driver by any means, but I'm sure that with this setup, you have much better feel of what the tires are doing, it's easier to catch a slide, and most importantly, it feels much more realistic than my Thrustmaster T300 RS. 6 Nm of torque, which this wheelbase produces, is more than enough for most of what you do, and you can quickly set up and change between 5 different force feedback profiles using the funky switch and the built-in OLED display. If you're wondering, yes, funky switch is the official name for it. This racing wheel and wheelbase are sold separately, but you can get them in a bundle with a different steering wheel. But that's what's cool with Fanatec's ecosystem. Most of the products are cross-compatible. Like for instance, I'm using the Club Sport V3 pedals, and yeah, they're just meant to work together. The CSL Elite wheelbase itself is built with high-quality plastic, and you have very bright shift lights that gets your attention without you even need to look at it, which is good. And it is compatible with PC, Xbox, and PS4. You can get it now at Hydratech.